Hello everyone. Today we will discuss what is filter in Intune and why it is so important. So before we go ahead and learn this filter creation and its application, I would like to give you some idea like why this filter has been introduced by Microsoft. So if you remember earlier we were using EntraID groups for assignments, but due to lot of issues in assignments because there is a latency in evaluation of EntraID group, and most of the time you do not get the desired result when you assign any policy or any app to those devices. So now we have a new tool which is filter in Intune, which can be leveraged along with Intune virtual groups. So now if you don't know what are Intune virtual groups, I will show it to you quickly. When you assign any policy, let's take an example of uh, app configuration policies and any example. So when you go to assignments, you will find there are options available here: add all devices and add all users. So these are called Intune virtual groups. They are always in sync, so there is no latency if you use these virtual groups in your assignments. And now we have filters. So it is recommended now to use these virtual groups along with filters to get the result fast and less discrepancies in your assignments. So we will see about filters. So where you can apply the filters. Filters can be used along with managed devices and managed apps both. We will understand it when we will create and assign it. To understand it in depth, let's discuss some scenarios. Like if we have a scenario like we have a device restriction policy and you only want to apply it to the corporate devices in the marketing department while excluding personal devices. So here you can how you can use this filter. I will show it to you when I will show you how the filter evaluation works. But this is pretty easy with the filters. So deploy an iOS iPad OS app only the to only the iPad devices in finance user group. So we have different device properties to filter to use in filter. Deploy an Android mobile compliance policy to all users in the company and exclude Android meeting room devices. Because if those policies are not applied on these devices, they will become non-compliant and might be they are blocked from the Intune due to the conditional access. So we need to exclude this from all Android mobile phone compliance policy. These are a device of different form factor meeting room devices. On personal owned devices, deploy an app configuration policy for an specific app manufacturer or an app protection policy that runs a specific OS version. So we will see how the filters can be utilized in these scenarios. Now, the most important thing to understand how these filters work. So this is a high level overview. When you create a filter and you use it with your assignments, like I used all devices. Let's go and suppose I used all devices, okay, and do not use any filter. So this policy will get applied to all devices. But if I use a filter, We have three options. Do not apply a filter. Include filter in assignment. Suppose I include a filter. Okay, we do not have any filter for iOS, so it will not come here. Let's move to another policy. Let's move to Windows. I only have Windows test devices with me, so let's move with the Windows. Go with this policy. I will go to assignments. I will edit this. Okay, let me remove it first. I have added the virtual group all devices. Then I will go and edit the filter. If you do not apply a filter, it will get applied to all the devices. If I include a filter, I can create a filter as per my requirements, which I told you. Deploy We will consider this. Deploy a Windows device restriction policy to only the corporate devices in marketing department while excluding personal devices. So we will create a filter which which can logically remove the personal devices. I will show you how filter works. But so if I include a filter, suppose this is a filter which I apply here. So filter mode is include, and the filter is applied here. So only those devices will get the filter which comes under this filter, not all the devices. So with this condition, the policy will apply. Include filter mode and filter is match, then apply policy or app assignment to only those devices. If we have a filter in include mode and filter do not match, the policy will uh, don't, this policy will not get applied to those devices. If you include the filter in exclude mode and filter matches, it won't apply, it will exclude them. If you use the filter in exclude mode and it doesn't match, filter will get applied. So this is how the filter works. Now let's go ahead and see how to create a filter. You need to go to tenant administration, filters, and create a filter. I will check manage devices. I will select Windows 10 and later. We have multiple properties here, so we can achieve these scenarios like OS version, meeting room devices, where we can use the device model number or serial numbers or device name. We can achieve iOS, iPad OS. We can create a filter. We can create a filter with corporate or personal owned devices. Let's go with device manufacturer, device name, model. Let's go with device ownership. Choose an operator equals corporate. If you like, you can use another rule to include in filter. This time I will go with the manufacturer contains Dell. So now my filter is created. Suppose you would like to check what where all these filters are working, so you can go to that filter and click the associated assignment. If you will see here, it is in exclude mode with the all devices. So those filtered devices with exclude, those who are matching with that filter will get excluded from this policy. Do not apply. They will not. The policy will not get applied to those devices. Now, next we will discuss how we can check from the device section. If we go here and select any of your devices, we have a new section here, filter evaluation, filter evaluated. This will show you no match, exclude, policy offered, exclude, no match. So policy will get applied. So this is pretty simple if you understand this logic, and it is very important now because we are moving to this approach from the EntraID device groups approach. So I will come up with a new video in some time, and please subscribe to my channel so I can come up with this type of videos. Thank you everyone. Have a nice day.